You're not lazy. You just feel tired in a way sleep doesn't fix, and that confuses you because you used to have drive, you used to care, you used to wake up with intention. Now, even small things feel heavy, not because you don't want to try, but because something inside you has been carrying too much for too long. If this video found you today, it's not by accident. You wake up already tired, not physically, but internally. Your body moves, your mind responds, but something deeper feels muted. You tell yourself you should be doing more, being more, trying harder, and when you don't, you blame yourself. Lazy, unmotivated, undisciplined. But none of those words actually fit. They're just the closest labels you've been given. What you're feeling isn't a lack of will, it's a lack of emotional fuel. Look closer. You still show up, you still respond to messages, you still handle responsibilities, but only on the surface. Inside, you're conserving energy because you learned quietly that giving too much costs you something. So you withdraw, not dramatically, not visibly, just enough to survive. That's not laziness, that's adaptation. Emotional exhaustion doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't scream, it doesn't collapse, it dims. It comes from being alert for too long, from caring without being held, from explaining yourself too many times, from carrying emotional weight no one noticed. Your nervous system learned to stay on, to be ready, to brace, and eventually it ran out of space. So it slowed everything down. Motivation, joy, curiosity, not to punish you, but to protect you. Your system isn't broken, it's intelligent. Here's the part no one told you. You don't feel stuck because you're weak. You feel stuck because you were strong for too long without safety. You pushed through when you should have been supported. You stayed functional when you should have been seen. And now your mind is asking for something different. Not pressure, not discipline, not another motivational speech, but permission. Healing doesn't start with doing more. It starts with understanding what drained you. Not blaming, not fixing, just seeing. When you stop calling exhaustion laziness, something softens. You begin to listen instead of force, to rest without guilt, to rebuild trust with yourself. Energy doesn't return through pressure, it returns through safety. And safety begins with truth. You were never lazy, you were tired in a way words didn't explain. So you turned inward and survived quietly. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you perceptive. And now you're allowed to come back to yourself slowly. No rush, no performance. Just honesty. If this felt personal, it's because it was. Save this, not for later productivity, but for the moment you forget you're human. Share it with someone who's been calling themselves lazy lately. They might be carrying more than they say. And if you stayed until the end, you already know. Nothing is wrong with you. You're just finally listening.